Yeah, obviously the Darnell Nurse, I think, or Darnell Nurse, the Darnell News. You guys are aware, and it's going to be a while. Davey, there's a real good chance we'll activate him and decide whether we put him in the lineup tomorrow. I'm still going to wait for a report from the training staff on him. And Grimes is close, but he won't be ready for tomorrow.
With Darnell, that's a pretty tough blow to get.
I'm sorry?
It's a pretty tough blow to get that was playing for you.
Yeah. Well, you know what? He has a roommate that happened to go through that last year. And they can support each other now. I think that's what leaders do and teammates do, and they can support each other. It's not going to be a lot of fun for him, sitting and watching his teammates play, particularly because he's had a tremendous year to this point. He's really advanced his game and improved in a number of different areas. So, one, we'll miss him. Two, he's got to deal with the mental part of it. And, the mind heals the body, so he's got to stay fresh that way. But the third one, and one of the most important, is he has some support around him from a young man that went through that last year. Well, he does, but Davey's a physical, I consider him physical and hard. Grimes is obviously that. So as we get players healthy, we get a little more bite from the back end, if you will, depending on how we use them. But I thought Darnell was one of our best transporters of the puck through the neutral zone, skating it and jumping into the rush, and we missed that a little bit.
When a young guy gets hurt at this stage of his career, is that kind of stunts his development a bit? Is this hard for somebody in this situation to come back from it?
Again, I'm going to use Connor's example. Yeah, but it didn't. Well, maybe it did stunt him. Who knows? But you don't get to pick and choose as an athlete when you're healthy and when you're not. Like accidents happen, and you have to be strong enough to overcome setbacks. And there's some guys that are fortunate enough to go years on end and never get hurt, or they get hurt later in their career. But Darnell will be fine. He's one really tough individual, and I don't mean banging and fighting and all that type of stuff, but mentally he's a pretty strong individual. I'm not overly concerned about him dealing with it. It has been a long, tough stretch. He was close to getting back and had a setback. So that's tough on the team, tough on him individually. But each time he's worked real hard to get himself back and ready. It's hard. I feel like the call-up players have a better chance of success than the injured players because they've been playing and they're somewhat up to pace, where Davey will go into the lineup and I think he's played 6 or 7 minutes all season. So it will be an adjustment for him, and the game is moving pretty fast right now, at least from how he remembers it. So he'll have an adjustment period.
Todd, I was watching the game last night, and I thought to myself, with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left, I wonder if they're not going to shoot. They're just going to play.
Oh. Did you hear us yelling it too?
Well, I'm pretty far away. But
Well, I was yelling loud. No, you win a face-off. You've got 2 minutes. Keep away is probably your best bet at killing the clock. And we talked about it, but the players, I guess they're wired to go and try and get that goal. So it was very frustrating. What else can I say? It was real frustrating. Well, I actually had one player that turned back and said they're trying to up the numbers because the media was all over us about 3 weeks ago. So that was the Sportsnet. Was it Sportsnet? Yeah. Mm-hmm.